Alrighty, guys, welcome to episode one of our chocolate making empire. Uh, we are just pulling into Sri Lanka. We have left our home and sold everything we had so we could buy this plot up here. I have yet to see it in person, so we went and, through online services, we bought this plot of land, and I know it has a couple buildings on it, but I'm not sure exactly what it all has. I've yet to see it, so we're gonna go check it out. And it's the aim of this series is to sell chocolate. But it looks like this is what we're pulling up on. Okay, so this is our new home. All right. Yes. Okay. Sure who that is. Sweet. Okay, let's check this place out. So this is our actual home. It's where we go to sleep. I don't think we can go inside. Nope. And all right, just a small little house. Like I said, we didn't have a lot. We had to sell quite literally everything and take out a loan to get this place. So that's a nice little house, though. All right. A grain mill. That's good. Or a silo. I mean, grain silo. And over here, what do we got? Just some storage. Okay. And oh, a little chicken coop. No chickens, but good to know. Okay, we got a little chicken coop. I'm unfamiliar with Olafari. So we just left and decided that this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start making chocolate. So it's been a dream of mine, and so now we're here. And I bought this place. I really don't know what I'm getting into. More storage here, and I can't help but notice we have no equipment, which I guess was to be expected. I didn't know if they'd leave anything behind. So this is our farm. Let's see. So this right here is everything we own. Okay, it's good. So you got two fields and this little open area over here. So this is how we're gonna get started. I know we're gonna need a cow pasture to produce milk for the chocolate, and we'll eventually have to grow some sugar. But to feed the cows, we need hay. So it's gonna be a long, drawn out process. But I knew it was gonna be a challenge when we got started. So I'm looking forward to that. So looks like okay. Here's the store. That's nice. It's nice and close to our new home. I suppose. Let's see what's on the fields. And I mean, we got some money, so we can get some implements, and we got wheat here that's ready to harvest. And do we have anything planted over here? Nothing. It's just been plowed. So, all right. Let's head to the store and see what type of stuff we can get. And yeah. Since that's it right up there, it looks like. We'll see if there's any good deals and go from there. Alright. Very short drive, which is nice. I really appreciate that. So, okay, this is the shop. See, small tractor. Oh my good golly. The smallest tractor is 39,000, and that's for olive and grape farming. Oh boy. All right. Well, this might be a little more rough than I anticipated. We do not have that kind of money on hand. And I don't really know anyone out here. Just moving here. Didn't really tell many people that I was doing it. I just decided to pack up and leave. What else? We need a harvester, that's for sure. So let's see. 104 for the cheapest one. Okay. Well, this is gonna be something. Oh boy. This is looks like it's on sale right now. Used equipment. Yep. and we need none of these. Okay, wow. Okay. Well, new plan. As we were driving in, there was a sign for an auction just a couple towns back. So I'm gonna head out to that auction and see what I can come up with as far as some equipment goes. Hopefully, I can find something down there, and yeah, hopefully when we get back, we'll be able to have something to get started here. I knew this was gonna be a difficult challenge, but to start with nothing, I don't know. So I'll catch up with you guys as soon as we get back from the auction. All right, we are just heading back from the auction. I think we fared off pretty well out there. See, we spent about 90,000 total, but I think we got quite a good haul of equipment. So I was talking to the guys down there and telling them my situation. I only have this truck, and worked out something with the auctioneers where they actually delivered it to the store that we had up here. So we are going to go check in on the store, and I'll show you guys everything that we got and go from there. So, all right, this is what we're working with. Okay. So we got this Challenger here, 160 horsepower. Yep, nothing fancy. Does have quite a few hours on it, and yeah, but we own it, so it's good. We got a little grain cart here. We're gonna need it to haul the wheat. We got a cultivator, which is nice, and this was a pretty great deal. This is a seeder and fertilizer in one, so we got that, and this little John Deere. I just, for the front attachment, felt like it was important. I believe we can attach a front loader to it for pallet forks and whatnot, which I definitely am hoping that we're going to need that. And yeah, the best part of it all was this harvester. So we got this and the header trailer. All of this came with the grain cart over here, so we got all of that. So all these equipment here, 90,000. So I think we made off pretty good. We do have a little bit of a loan we're gonna have to repay back in order to afford that house. So, but yeah, this is all of our equipment we're gonna have to start our new adventure and start our new life out in Sri Lanka. So I think we should just get right into it. We got a wheat field that needs to be harvested, and we can harvest it, and then we have that silo, so we can decide if we need the money right away and we should sell it, or we'll see when prices are good for wheat and we can hold on to it for a couple days, or however we decide to do it. So I'm excited. I'm going to get all this equipment brought over here, and then we're going to get started on the wheat farm. So alright, so we got the harvester set up, and we're just going to get right into it. I think I'm going to disable straw swath only because we don't really have the money to even lease a baler at this point. I know we'll need it eventually, but that's probably something I'll have to save for next harvest. So the yield bonus wasn't really great on this starting field, so we're going to get this harvested up, and we might look at waiting another month or two to sell it since we have the silo. But ideally, I would like to get some sort of spreader for this, and I did turn off crop destruction, so we don't have to worry about that. But I do want to get some form of spreader. That way we can get this field fertilized and the next field fertilized. I know the seeder does one layer of fertilizer for us, but ideally we would like both, so we can get that with 100% fertilization. Just trying to max the yield out and get as much going off the bat. Yeah, so we're gonna just power through this harvest, and I guess I'll talk a little bit about my plans. So again, we're going for chocolate making here, so we're gonna need a cow pasture. That way we can get some milk. We're going to need to grow sugar. most likely we'll do sugar cane to get sugar, and that way we can make the chocolate. Then we're going to need some, we're going to be haying a little bit. We can also use straw. It'd be nice to get some TMR in there to feed the cows, and just trying to do everything in-house. I want to buy as little of product, and I want to make as much product that we need for this on our own as possible. So that's just kind of the plan that I have for this, is doing everything ourselves. And yeah, so but anyways, I will get through this harvest, and I'll check in with you guys. Let's check the prices real quick while I'm thinking about it. So for wheat, where are we at? Okay, wheat's on a low, so even if we waited, we'll probably put it in the silo and wait maybe even just till next month, just get it up. I don't know if we can make it all the way till January, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll probably hold on to it for just a little bit, not too long, but at least a little bit, so we can get the max profit out of it as possible. So all right, back to the harvest, and I'll catch in when it's just about finished. Alright, so we already got our first harvester full, so we'll fill up this grain trailer and dump it into our silo, save it, and go from there. I'll have to look into chickens more too, because I'm not sure what they do, but that'll be a little extra money for us, so by getting eggs and whatnot. So yeah, let's see, how did I do? Oh, perfect. So yeah, we'll get this unloaded and get back to the harvest, and yeah, moving on along. Let's see, so while this is unloading, what can we plant? So canola, not that we can use that for much. We can wait until September and plant barley in both fields. That would be nice. Yeah, I think that's really it. Some of that other stuff I just don't have the equipment for. So yeah, I think it might be best if we just plant barley in September, and we'll probably plant the barley on both fields. So yeah, but let's get back to this harvest. Alright, we're coming down our last little pass here, and for some reason we missed these two little spawns. We'll come back up. Come down our last pass. As I was going, I was thinking it would have been nice to be able to get those, you know, to get the swaths laid out and have this baled up, but we just don't have the money to lease a baler or anything like that right now. Only down to 5,000, and I really think it's important that we get some fertilizer and some seed. That's pretty much going to run us out of money. We might even have to take out another loan in order to cover the seed and fertilizing expenses for next harvest. But we did get that done, and pretty well, first of many. So we'll go unload this into the silo, and then we might take a look, and we'll have to get this all cultivated, and then we can cultivate it and hopefully go look and see what the prices are looking like for both the seeds and for fertilizer. So, but let's unload this first. Oh, that was about 63% full, it looked like, plus full harvester full. So we got a good amount. Again, we could sell this now and have the cash on hand to purchase the fertilizer and seeds for next harvest, but I think, like I said, even if we wait just one day, I think it'll be worth the extra cash when prices go up a little bit. So we can take this and put this away. We will throw this on the trailer quick, this header. We'll try to keep our new to us equipment. As you can see, it has 72 hours on it after we just used it for that harvest. Oh, that's nice. It autos loaded for us. So hook this all back up. We won't be needing this for a while, so we can tuck this away somewhere. And yeah, it'll almost be a year or so before we need it again. So we'll just bring it back over here. With the barley, I think we'll be able to get some chicken feed out of that barley, so that'll be nice. Maybe we'll look at chickens, but that's getting ahead of myself. That's purely for extra profit. So, alright. We could also, we're pretty close to the shop over here. I don't know how much driving we're going to have to do, because a lot of stuff we'll be hauling in the tractors. We might be able to sell the truck if it really comes down to it. I haven't decided yet, but there is a chance we could look into getting rid of that. It's probably worth maybe 30,000. So I don't know, between paying off the loan on that and everything. So all right, let's make sure this gets all unloaded and perfect. All right, I think we just get right into it then and cultivate it. Yeah, let's hook up the cultivator and go from there. Cultivator's already hooked up. So we will get going on cultivating now. Alright, so let's get this all cultivated up. I think I'm going to try the guided steering GPS-esque, just because I want to make sure we're not missing anything. Door opens, that's fine. Show lines. So yeah, we're just going to get this cultivated. We're going to get both fields ready to go, which I believe the other one is. And yeah, so we get both of these, or just this one, cultivated up, and ideally, so we'll get the field seeded tomorrow or next month, just because that is planting season. We cannot plant them today. We'll need 2 stages of fertilizer on them, and our seeder provides one of those. It'd be ideal to get the max yield bonus on them as well. So, we'll maybe consider getting a weeder to pick some of the weeds, but I'm not going to afford to buy one. I'll have to lease one, and we'll have to see if it'll be worth it for the yield that we're going to get out of it if the yield bonus will cover the costs. So that's something we'll see soon, but for now, let's just focus on getting this field cultivated. And John Deere is struggling on this uphill a little bit, so you might end up switching to the Challenger, getting more horsepower. I think we're gonna finish this headland, but then we'll definitely swap to a Challenger. So, enjoy. All right, we are just finishing up on this last pass from cultivating. We will get this done, put this away, and then see where we're at. It looks like we have some rain coming in, so we won't be able to do much, and we don't really have the equipment to do much else. Next step will be planting, but we do not have we're not in the right month for that, so that'll be in September that we'll plant some barley. One thing I do want to check is these field states. I believe the other field that we own that we haven't touched yet, I believe that is plowed. And let's see. Yep, so that is plowed. And with that being said, weeds should not grow in this area. And I just wanted to confirm that we got all spots here, and we did. So weeds should not grow after it's been plowed, and that has been plowed. So we will just essentially we'll potentially rent a weeder to take care of field 46, and that will be that. Let's see when this rain is supposed to come in. Yeah, rain. Oh, it's not coming until later tonight, about 9 o'clock. Okay, perfect. So it is 3:30. We have had quite the day. I would not mind going to take a look at some things at the store, though, and see as far as what prices are going to be for seeds and fertilizer. I have no idea, so we'll take a look at that. And so let's see. Up here, and let's just take a look at prices. So seeds. Okay, it looks like that will be just over 1,200. You get a little bit more out of this. I don't have the means to transport these at the moment, but that's all right. We're close enough. We can probably just leave them here. Talk to the guys. And fertilizer as well. Let's see. All right, fertilizer's almost 2,000. So I don't know how much we're going to go through. That will also be an issue we run into for 2 fields. We might not have enough, so we might be selling the wheat tomorrow. Okay, this is their used section. Oh, that's a nice plow. But we have no money for it. Okay, I just want to check that. And okay. Alright guys, so I don't know if you noticed, this gentleman here has been standing here since we've pulled into our new property. I just spoke with him. His name's Walter. And Walter was just here welcoming us to the neighborhood. I think he's slightly senile because he doesn't know exactly where he lives here around town, but he just wanders and shows up. But he was a nice enough guy, Walter was, so after speaking with him, though, I was kind of telling him my situation, and I'm not exactly sure on everything I'm doing, and we're just out here, and we're kind of hurting for some cash a little bit. He said he had some work that needed to be done on some of his fields, and he would be willing to pay us for some assistance. So he said we can use some of his equipment, and he'll take care of some of his chores, and he'll give us some change. So we're gonna go do some mowing for Walter here. So we're gonna go pick up the equipment. He keeps it at the local shop that we're usually at, and I think we'll just run over there. It's not too far. We'll just take a walk over here, and yeah, I'll have to double check where his field's at. He marked it on the map for us, but oh, very nice. So yeah, he just has some mowing. It's not too much money, but at this point anything will help. And look at this thing. Wow, this is nice. This would be nice. Let's get in it, huh? Oh, yeah. This is awesome. GPS. Very nice. Okay. Well, let's get everything hooked up here. And definitely should not take till 9 o'clock, but we'll definitely want to be done before the rain comes in. So let's get all of this hooked up. Okay, so where we are, he's on field 29, if you can see it flashing there. So we are going to get up to field 29 and start mowing. It's a tiny little field, so it shouldn't take too long, and we should get a grand or so out of this. Maybe just over a grand, but hey, we get to explore more of the map, get to try out new equipment, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, I heard money. You may notice the money now says that we are at $4,999 instead of $5 grand. That's because while I was doing the cultivating, I mistakenly hired a worker, and so it cost us $1. The mistake cost us $1. That's all right. We're gonna get some more cash after this. At least hopefully have enough to get all the seeds and fertilizer we need tomorrow. We do still have a $75,000 loan we have to pay back to the bank. That's the only way I was able to afford our property. So that's something we'll have to keep in mind. There will be interest on that, and that's just going to cost us money. So we might have to be helping out Walter quite a bit more in order to pay off some of that loan, but that's it. So all right, we are at the field. Let's get the front of the mower lowered. Okay, that is turned. Slowly. Okay, so let's do the rear. That, lower it, kind of a weird setup here, but let's just keep chugging along. So talking with Walter, he it sounds like him and a couple others actually own most of the land around here. It's just a small group of farmers that seem to own the land, and he was, after talking with him, he said he could try to get me some connections and other people's seeing who else might need some assistance between his friends and the other farmers out here. And yeah, he did say there was one who does what's the word that he specifies in animal farming. So he said if we have any questions about how to get our cattle ranch going, that we can go and talk with him. I can't remember his name. I think it was Ben, but I wrote it down, so I'll check with that and see. Maybe we'll swing by and talk to Ben one of these days, see if he needs a hand with anything, and if he has any advice for us to kind of help us get started and make sure we're on the right track. So, yeah. Get this all taken care of and go from there. Alright, we are finished, and Walter said we can just leave this here, so we will head back to our place. Let's see if he can pay us. You got our money, perchance? Okay, 6,500 or 1,600 for that. 1,600. So that's good. That's a good little chunk of change for us. And they're also, so speaking with him, there's a spot up at the shop where they post people who need assistance. So we can um, check in daily and see if there's new tasks for us. So Walter's been a good help. I told him feel free to hang around as long as he would like. So I think he might just hang out here. And um, at this point, we've had a busy day moving here, and oops, what I meant to do. We had a busy day at the farm moving in. We had our first harvest and got our fields cultivated, made a little extra cash. So I think it's time for a rest. So we will go and go take a rest, and then tomorrow and will be a big day. We'll get a plant and see about getting a seeder. Now that I know I can do some work to get some extra funds, we'll probably definitely end up renting a weeder to take care of our fields too. So this is a great start. I'm excited to see where our journey goes and power through and eventually get our cow and chocolate factory running. So all right. I'll catch you next time.